Hi guys, Ange here. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to my channel, Angela Stuart Beauty. In today's video, I'm going to share with you just a handful of favourites. They're my current favourites. I don't do favourites videos very often as I tend to stick to my tried and trues, but I just wanted to mention what I've been using lately and what I have been enjoying. On this channel, I like to share my experiences on all things beauty and lifestyle as I navigate my mature years. And if that sounds like you and you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to see you back. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you each time I upload a new video. So, my current favourites. Now, I'm rocking a new hairstyle today. I've just been to have my hair done, and this is actually a curl I can never seem to do on my hair. I use a curling wand or a curler with a barrel, and I get more of a curl rather than this sort of soft curl, and it's the first time I've ever had curls like this in my hair, so something different, and I must admit getting used to it, especially with the flatter bit round the front here. Okay, my current favourites. A product that I have been using for probably just 3 or 4 weeks now that I am enjoying, and when I looked at all the reviews of this, they were very mixed. People either really liked it or they didn't think it was worth the money at all. And it's taken me a little while to get this product. It hasn't been in stock at Sephora New Zealand, and it is an item that Mel Thompson uses on a regular basis, and I did want to try it because most of the products that I try that she recommends I do tend to like, and that is the Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. Now, I must admit, when I saw it and I thought it was blue, I thought, gosh, I don't want a blue tinge under my eye. But it is just a clear primer. It applies clear under the eye. It is very balmy, not as thick as, say, a lip balm. Very soft and silky. But I used that as an under eye primer before I put my concealer on. And I am 54 years of age, so I am more mature. I have got crepey under eyes and wrinkles under my eyes, and it's okay if I don't smile, but the minute I smile, I get all this under my eyes. And wearing concealer does sort of highlight that. Once I've crinkled up my face a lot during the day, I can end up with those crease lines in my concealer by midday and onwards. I am finding personally myself, I really enjoy this product. It just sets down as a light primer. I use a small amount of concealer. I don't use a lot, just like a little bit for this little hollow under here that can get shadowy. And I'm really enjoying it personally myself, and I think for a mature woman I really like it. But as I said, the reviews are rather mixed, but I do enjoy it very much. 2 foundations that I'm reaching for the most, and I think more than anything, because I do have a few foundations, I think the reason I'm reaching for these the most is probably the colour. They're my lightest that I have in my collection, and that is my NARS Sheer Glow in light number 6. And what I'm wearing today is my La Mer, the Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation. These are 2 foundations that I can reach for, put on, and know I'm going to have a good makeup day. Not too cakey, but coverage enough for my uneven skin tone, and with my texture and everything. Love both of these. Two fragrances that I'm absolutely loving, and I was very spoilt by my husband for the first one, and it is the Tom Ford Noir fragrance. I'm sure this is called something else in the US, but this is beautiful. It's a very, I feel, a very winter inspired fragrance. It's very sensual, age appropriate, I think. I had worn Chanel No. 5 for years and I was just a little bit over it. Even though I really like it, I was just over it and needed a change. I had looked at so many fragrances that I liked, and I made the mistake of trying the Tom Ford counter, and I've fallen in love with several of them. But this was a wonderful gift from my husband and I absolutely love it. And whilst we were testing them out, I discovered another one. And as we're coming into we're in spring and we're heading into summer, I found another fragrance which is lighter and perfect for the warmer months, and that is the Tom Ford White Patchouli. So I'm thoroughly enjoying these. I feel very special wearing them. I feel sophisticated wearing them, and I absolutely love them. And I'm going to dread running out of them and having to replace them, but I think I would definitely replace them regardless of the price. Just to give you an idea of the price here in New Zealand, we're looking at $309 for the 100ml bottle and $227 New Zealand dollars for the 50ml bottle. So they are very, very pricey. But I would rather spray a spritz or two of something like that than have something that I really don't like in my collection. Yes, it's that champagne taste on bare wages. That is Angela to a T. Eyeshadows that I have been absolutely loving at the moment, and I think it might have been picked up in some of my videos, but I am loving this Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette. This is just a fabulous palette for every day. I can zhuzh it up for evening. I can get different looks from it even though there's only 8 shades in here. Absolutely love this palette. It was limited edition. I have heard some people in my comments that have been able to pick it up at some special places, not sure, but love this palette. And a recent purchase of eyeshadows that I am loving, and I can't wait to get some more, but it will be a few paydays away yet, and that is these Sept shadows. Now I haven't got the actual Sept compact that you can get to pop these shadows in. I am going to hopefully collect a few more, so I am using this beautiful Tarte Cosmetics refillable palette. I've put my nail in a couple of these, which is really frustrating, but I am loving these. These are luxury shadows. They are luxury price. They retail for $22 US and 39 New Zealand dollars, but I love them. They are beautiful for a fail-safe eye look. Blend themselves. There's no harsh lines. I think if you are a beginner, you would absolutely love these. You would have no issues in applying a beautiful eye look. So that is Sept Beauty eyeshadows. I think they're called the Artiste eyeshadows. A product that I have been really enjoying, and I've used it today. I will actually link below and in the cards here the eyeshadow look that I'm wearing today. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette, but I'll link that tutorial down below. And I have used this product to apply my false lashes today, and that is this velour product, and it is called the Lash and Go Eyeliner and Lash Adhesive Hybrid. I'm really enjoying this. For you use it like a liquid eyeliner on your eyelid, and then the lashes just sit on that. I like it because it's not goopy and messy like I find the Duo glue. It has like a typical liquid eyeliner. It has the felt tip type end to it. You apply your lash, and what I have learnt, I don't finish there. I apply my lash and then I go back with another coat thinly on top of the lash to try and get an even line of my eyelashes. The first couple of attempts I just did the line, popped my lashes on, and it might have been a little bit wonky. So now I do the line, pop my lash on, and then I'll go back with a second coating to just make sure that I've got the line even on my eyelid. And it is so quick, it is so easy. I love the fact that it's black. And I tell you another thing that I'm loving with it is when I remove my lashes, they are so easy to clean. In fact, sometimes I haven't had to clean them much at all. It hardly leaves any residue. Whereas when I use the Duo glue, they're so messy. I have to literally with my fingers try and pick off as much glue as I can, and then using isopropyl alcohol, I use a Q-tip to try and clean my lashes so that I can reuse them. This adhesive here is just so not messy that I'm able to reuse my lashes so much more easily than when I was using Duo glue. So it's not a cheap product. It was 50 New Zealand dollars. I'll pop up on the screen somewhere how much that is in US dollars, but highly recommend this if you use false lashes. I am enjoying it. Took me a couple of, it's still taking me, I'm not very good at applying false eyelashes. I get a bit spoilt when I have my lash extensions, but a little bit of practice, and I must admit practicing with this has been so much easier and quicker to get the handle on than when I was trying to use Duo glue. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact there's so much drying time. You need at least 30 seconds drying time before you apply your lash. I find with this, I apply the line, pick up my lash, put it straight on, and she's good to go. A product that I'm torn, I have to say I'm torn, and I am wearing it at the moment, and that is the Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen. I love this for its colour. I love this for its longevity. Once it's on, it's on. It's going to be fantastic in the summer. The only thing I have a complaint with is that the tip on the end where it's supposed to have like 3 sort of felt tips that are supposed to give you a natural hair like flick, has got sort of soft and smushy, so I don't find I'm getting that crisp hair-like effect. This has become so smushy now that the lines are quite blurred together and don't look defined. So I love it for its colour, love it for the fact that once it's on you can't rub it off. You need makeup remover to get rid of it, but not sure about the prongs, but it colours in my eyebrows really, really well. Then I thought I would try the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. So I think this could be quite good. Now using the Anastasia pen, I'll show you the difference of how this does little individual separate little hairs as light or as thick as you want them, whereas this one here has 3 prongs, but it all looks like one coloured in shade or one coloured in swipe. Good. I got it in medium brown and it's way too dark. The colour I have in the Benefit is medium brown and they're 2 different colours. I mean, the medium brown in the Anastasia looks really dark, whereas the medium brown in the Benefit is perfect for me. So I'm not sure what colour I'm going to need to get in the Anastasia. I would like to get the correct colour. I do like these little flicky lines, but I did try it one day and it looked like I was using a black liner to put those little hairs in. So unless I go dark haired again, I don't think I can use that colour. But so it is a fave. I just wish that the felt tips were a little bit more stiffer to create that hair like look, and I think this could be promising. I've just so got it in the wrong colour. My last favourite is my Ricky Skinny mirror. Now I'm going to flick it round like this. So it has the dimming lights on this, so that's on, okay, and that is the lowest light that I use for filming and applying my makeup. But we have 5 brightnesses. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5. So if I'm in a dark room, which is usually my wardrobe, 5 is still too bright, and it is just brilliant. I love this mirror. Comes with a little stand. I will leave a link to the review I did on this beauty. I am so in love with it. It's just made a huge difference to my makeup game. I envy the wonderful design and entertaining. I will leave a link down below to her video of her unboxing my coveted, lusted after big version of this. I want the Ricky Tall, and she purchased the Ricky Tall and it looks as amazing as I know it will be. I have definitely got that on a long-term plan of something I would like to acquire for my makeup area. So very envy her. We'll leave a link down below to her video where she unboxed it, and I am thoroughly envious of you, lovely lady. But she watched my video on my Ricky Skinny. I'm so thrilled for her. The Ricky Skinny, as with the Ricky Tall, is charged with a USB port. You plug it in, you charge it. It is very portable. I bought the travel case. It goes in a laptop sleeve if you want something slimmer. It just, I wished I'd purchased this first off years ago when I knew they were around, instead of all the cheap and nasty horrible ones I've had in the past that have bitten the dust, broken, don't go. What I wasted buying those cheaper versions. I could have bought this and had this for quite some time, and I am so thankful I have it now. If anything ever happened to it, it would be a definite repurchase. And I have one fail in today's video, and I have mentioned this before as something I'm not a fan of, but I'm just going to reiterate. The Australian Gold sunscreen, I got this off Amazon. It turns out we cannot purchase it here in New Zealand, and it is not able to be purchased in Australia because it hasn't passed the strict sunscreen testing for Australasia. Now this is called Australian Gold, but it is not an Australian product. It is produced by an American company, and I do believe that this is quite misleading to people who might want to be buying this product, as it is called Australian Gold. It's got a koala on the front, which suggests that it is endorsed or made in Australia, and it is not. It is not even available in Australia. I found when I was using this, I do like the consistency. It is beautiful to put on, but I noticed that my pigmentation and my sun damage got worse whilst I was using this, and I just don't believe it offers enough sunscreen protection. Now, when I have compared it to two other products that I do and have used for some time, I've had multiples of this one, and this is my first one. These work really, really well. I've got the Replenix Ultimate Perfection 50 Plus. This only comes in a 45 gram tube, and it was expensive, and I did get this off Amazon. Where I'm thinking the difference is, and then I've got the Tizo 3, which I can get here in New Zealand. I'm nearly out of this. This is my second tube, and this is 50 grams, SPF 40. It's beautiful as under makeup and as a primer under makeup, but it is also, because it's tinted, is beautiful on its own. So if you have oily combination skin, this is beautiful for a matte finish for a sunscreen and not a greasy. It's quite a flat sunscreen. It's not glowy, it's not luminous, it's just a nice matte foundation. So if you have oily combination skin, the Tizo is really beautiful, and I can purchase it through a couple of beauty therapists here in New Zealand. Now, the Replenix I really like. It is once again great for oily combination skins. It's a little bit more, it's not as matte silicone-y feeling as the Tizo. So this is beautiful under foundation as well. My difference in why I think this is not as effective, and this is me surmising, I have to do some more research and I will come back to you when I've got to the bottom of it, because I'm really annoyed with this product, and I think it's more the marketing that's bugging me more than anything, because Australia and New Zealand, we have quite high skin cancer rates in our country, because we're so outdoorsy. We do have the hole in the ozone layer not far from us, so our sun is really quite intense. And I find that even going from my home city of Christchurch and then going to the top of the South Island at Christmas time where we holiday, the sun is so much more, it's got a bite to it, and you do not need to be out in the sun very long to burn. What I was trying to get to is these two products here. There is 8% titanium dioxide and 3.8% zinc oxide. So combined, we're looking at around 12% in mineral sunscreen in there. In this Replenix one, it is 16.2% zinc oxide. So we're up in the double digits. This here has only got 4% titanium dioxide and 4% zinc oxide. So I'm not sure if it's because it has such a low percentage of the actual sunscreen in it as to why I found it so ineffective and why it hasn't passed the stringent sunscreen testing for Australasia. So that was a huge fail for me, and I bought that on lots of recommendations on from different people, and I suppose it depends where you live, but here in New Zealand it's certainly not cutting the mustard. I have since been to a dermatologist because it really beggared me with my melasma and flared up some melasma around my jawline. And as the dermatologist did say, melasma is very much triggered by hormonal variances, and so that probably exacerbated by the fact I wasn't wearing as much protection as I thought I was wearing. Sort of gave me a bit of a flare-up. Now he actually recommended to me the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer, so I have gone back and bought this. I said to him I was a little bit concerned because I personally really like physical sunscreens, and what I understand is that with chemical sunscreens, because how they work, rather than physical sunscreens which just bounce back the UV light that's damaging, chemical sunscreens absorb the UV light to make it safer and disperse it. In doing so, there is a small thermal heat reaction, so I have steered away from chemical sunscreens because of the risk that I might be wearing sunscreen to prevent hyperpigmentation and sunspots, etc. But if there is that thermal reaction, I don't want the risk of that being an issue of why I get hyperpigmentation or sun damage. So I have steered away from chemical sunscreens, but he highly recommended this, so I have bought it again because it does wear beautifully under my makeup. It's probably where I wear it the most. I love my tinted ones for knocking about on the weekends, and it's so much cheaper. I mean, this tube, and I'm talking New Zealand dollars, was $17. These ones here, this is $78, and this is cost me about $60 through Amazon. So these are tiny tubes. As I said, we were looking at 50 grams, and in this one 45 grams. And this one's 85 mil, so that'll be 85 grams. So I mean, this is so different in prices. So I've gone back to this under my dermatologist's recommendation to wear under my makeup, and I will stick to these great physical ones for when I'm not wearing makeup. And this one, God knows what I'm going to do with it. So so not happy with that, but that is my opinion. I would love to know down below your feedback on this. And it was a lovely lady, lovely lady Gianna, I think, that let me know in Australia that it is not approved over there. That really got me looking into this a bit more. So just think it's the marketing, and I think it's rubbish, but that's my opinion. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. Any recommendations you have, please let me know down below for really good sunscreens for the face. I'd love to try and get my hands on the Ultra MD and try it. I am looking, and I'm sure I'll track it down somewhere along the line. So guys, that is my very small favourites. A very long rant on the one fail I had, and a little bit more to go with it. But please let me know down in the comments below any comments you have on any of those products. The Sunscreen screen saga, if you hadn't already picked up, has got me a little bit hot under the collar, but I'm really trying to find some good sunscreens. We're coming into summer, and I really do need to make sure I have a stash. Some of the spots that I had on my face, he has sprayed with nitrogen, and what I thought were sunspots weren't sunspots. So been lucky enough that hopefully in a couple of weeks there are 5 big spots I had on my face that won't be there anymore, as he zapped those for me. I did think I would get some tretinoin from him, but he did not. give me that and has put me on something else. So not sure why that was, but he said not at this stage, which I was really annoyed because I was hoping to get it for anti-aging as well. So he's put me on something else for all my discoloration, and basically I was told wear a wide brimmed hat, glasses, this cream, sunscreen, and if I did that every day, it would take 2 years for me to notice a difference in my melasma under my jaw. So I'm just passing that on to let you know just how hard it is to get these sorts of situations under control and how long it takes to rectify it. So your best protocol is to wear your sunscreen, find one that you do like, wear it every day, and then you won't be like me trying to fix a problem that you could have avoided in the first place. If you enjoyed that, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to click on that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload any new videos. If you haven't already and you would like to be a part of the wonderful community, I know I'm a small channel, but there are some wonderful women that I get to interact with every week who are just marvellous, and I wish I could just ring up, you know, a couple of you and say, do you want to go and grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and catch up and talk all things makeup-y and beauty, because I'm really enjoying our chats down below. So if you want to join that, please subscribe. Love to see you back. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later, guys. Bye.